Okay, I moved the rear wheels in as far as I wanted to. I didn't want to take all of that hub off because you need some of it for support for the inner wheel. But by laying a framing square, you can see that's just hanging there. You can see that, I don't know, they're not too bad. I've managed to get them out much closer. I think now the front wheels track at the center of the duals, if not a little bit to the outside, and I think that's going to be close enough. You know, what is it I like to say? Good enough for the girls we go out with. But I also took a second to make the rims gray. I didn't want to look at that red while I was making a military truck. And I found on the rear ones I masked and painted, and it's just, you know, tedious, but you can get the job done just with mask and paint. Oh, I got a little red fleck on there. That must be a little piece of plastic from we got some plastic flecks on there from when I removed the material on the back of the hub. Now you can see that the nylon sticks out too far here. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do about that. But in the front, I need to put some kind of spacer behind. Let me see if I can get you a view from the back. Okay, here you can see how much of the nylon is, you know, behind there. I need to put a spacer on there first just to keep the wheel from sliding back on there. And I think if I make it a fairly tight fit for the spacer, I'm hoping it'll lend a little support. I don't know. But that's what we've got so far. I think I'm probably not going to do much more with it until the ESC gets here. You can see I just kind of bundled the servo and motor cords out of the way for right now. Now, you know, this is something that might be of interest to some guys. The way I did this on the front, I found a very, very simple way to hook up my servo. See if you can see it. Okay, that's the plastic nylon post that goes in that pitman arm. Alright, all I did was just trim it off so that I could still stick it through there because it's got a threaded hole on the other side. And if you can see back in there, probably not. It's just held on with a screw right in there. Okay, so all I did was use the original stock piece and just trim it down and use it to lock that in place, and that worked really well. You know, it's still riding on the original stock piece that it had, and then I just matched that to the correct position on my servo arm. And for the servo, to be honest, I just super glued it down. I just put a drop of super glue behind it and stuck it down on there, and it worked out just right, you know. So, and that's the little, show you what servo that is I'm using. There you go. That's the Turner GTG Y90S is the servo. It's like a 9-gram metal geared servo. More than enough for this little project, and it fits just perfect right in there. And, you know, you guys saw it operate the other day. But with that, by trimming that nylon post down, I automatically had an attachment point with a threaded hole. So that worked out really well. And I found that my screwdriver will just slide in there to get the screw on top of the servo to lock the arm down, so I can adjust. I just turned it on, let the servo center itself, pop the arm on there and put the screw in. No problemo. I don't know, we'll see. That's where we're at with the SS100. Gotta wait on the ESC, and I know Wayne is already printing a body for me. I don't even know this guy, and I like him already, man. We'll see you next time.